Okay, math of sports students. This upcoming week, we are going to be deep diving a lot of the statistics involved with fantasy football, being that we are still in the football unit. Now, one of those things that we are going to be getting into is a overall project from our actual fantasy football data. So, I am going to be requiring each team, meaning you and your fantasy football assigned partner, to complete a spreadsheet that I am going to attach to a Google assignment. Now, that spreadsheet is going to look like this, in which you are going to have to find your actual scores week by week, all the way up through the end of the season, and compare them to your projected scores week by week. There are formulas involved with the spreadsheet, which will automatically be calculated once you enter in certain pieces of data, but you will have to enter in the projected scores, you will have to enter in the actual scores, and the result, meaning a capital W or a capital L. And then at the bottom right here, you would have to put in your record. So currently, right now, I'm 8-4. Again, there's one more week in the season as I'm recording this, but by the time you complete this, the final week 13 will have been completed. So let's just assume I'm going to win. So I would put in like 9-4 or something like that, and that would be my record there. Delete that for now. Um, and I'm going to show you how to do this week by week. And then each week, you are going to have to pick one player from your roster during that week that obviously overperformed and obviously underperformed. Let me give you an example. So, on your fantasy football page, click My Team, which would bring you to your team, of course, and click right here where it says Full Schedule. So, I'm going to click that, and it's going to bring me to my full schedule. And you can see week by week how I did against each team in the league. But in order to get the information that I'm looking for, I'm going to right click, open link in a new tab, week one. Let's go there. So if I go to week one, as I wait for it to load, here we go. You can see clearly that I won, good for me. But the information that I am interested in my team box score, I am interested in the projected total that you can see right there. The projected total for that week was 120.5, but the actual total that I got was 121.4. Those are two pieces of information that I need to enter into the spreadsheet. Each team will be receiving a copy of the spreadsheet that they will have to edit and share with each other. So, for example, if the first person decides to begin editing it, share it with your teammate before you end up submitting it to Google Classroom, of course, once everything is done. But the projected numbers, I got 120.5, which I will input right there, and 121.4, which is the actual number that I got. And there was a W. There we go. Now you can see things have begun to calculate automatically. I've set up those formulas for you, where this number will sum the projected points for, and this total will sum the actual points for. This won't do anything. You'll have to enter in your final record in the end when you're done, and this will automatically calculate your over-under for overperforming, underperforming. I know I've already done this for myself. I know that it's going to be a giant negative number, but I'll get there. Now, for week one, again, I'm still in week one. I got to pick a player that clearly overperformed. Now, I have a few options here, but the one that I'm going to pick is Adam Thielen of Minnesota. Clearly, he was projected at 15.5, and he actually scored 31. So I would do something like this: Adam Thielen. So overperformed for me, Adam Thielen. Let's double check those numbers. He was projected at 15.7. Um, projected 15.7, actual 31.0. And that would be my overperformer for that particular week. Then I got to pick an underperformer. Let's see. Joe Mixon definitely Oh, yeah. James Conner definitely underperformed. Yep, that's who I'm picking. James Conner. Clearly, he was projected at 16.2, and then he only scored 3.7 against the Giants. Are you kidding me? Sorry, I'm rehashing old stuff. So underperformer, come back here. James Hunter. He was projected at, where was he? 16.2. And his actual, I say it was 3.7. Yeah, that's week one. Now, what I'm going to expect is that you and your teammate are either going to work together to fill out this spreadsheet for your team, where you would then go back to your schedule, right-click week 2 as it loads week 2, and then begin to do the same thing over again for week 2. That only took me about 30 seconds to a minute to complete for 1 week. But of course, this is going to be the beginning of a much larger project. For week 2, let's see, projected at 119. Actual was 110.26. And, I think I won. Yep, I totally won that game. That was a W right there. This is the beginning of a larger analysis that we are going to do on our season. And again, I just want to pick one for overperforming, underperforming. Let's see. Justin Tucker overperformed. Yeah, by 8. I'm just kind of ballparking what, you don't have to pick the exact number. I'm just kind of picking. So I'd probably pick Justin Tucker as the overperformer of the week, and I would definitely pick Emmanuel Sanders as the underperformer of the week. And I would type in their scores accordingly into these two spots. You and your teammate are going to fill out this table for your team. And in the end, after all is said and done, you're going to put your record there at the bottom, all of these things filled out, and you're going to attach this to the Google Classroom assignment and submit it to me by Wednesday, 2 o'clock. By Wednesday, 2 o'clock, we should have everything done. You should be able to get up through week 12 done automatically right now, but week 13 you may not be able to do until Wednesday because there's still games being played on Tuesday. If you have any questions, please make sure that you are contacting me, and this will get done the first part of a larger project that we are getting done. Thank you.